Hello Robinson ISD, it's James Hughes here, and I'm here today to talk to you about creating badges. Now, badges are used in a lot of different online platforms. Right here, I have an example of badges through the Epic app, where students will receive badges for the number of books they read and how much time they spend on Epic, and so on and so forth. And this is one of the great draws for my kids in getting into Epic and spending as much time reading there in the app as opposed to just a paper copy book. So here's a few of the different ones that they have out there. Now, to create badges, I like to use Google Draw just because of its simplicity and its ease of use. So what we're going to do is I have a blank canvas right now, and this little checkerboard, this white and gray background, what this means is everything on there is transparent. So when you have this checkerboard, everything but the pictures you have on here will not be seen, so that when you finish your product, it will just be the product. First thing you can do is you can start by shapes, and really your design of badges is kind of whatever you or your group decides. So when I was starting my shape, I selected a circle here. I'm going to hold down the shift key, and then I'm going to drag. Now, by holding the shift key, it allows me to have a perfect circle. If I didn't have the shift key down and I was just going to add a circle, what would happen is I could have all different images. But that shift key allows me to have one perfect circle. And what I like to do with my badges a lot, again, I like to have 3 levels per badge. So a bronze, a silver, and a gold level badge. This saves me a lot of time for having to create a brand new badge. What I'll have right here is I'm going to go with my bronze level badge. So I have right here, I have my background. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I will add another circle on top of it. And then I'm going to move it around to where I have that red cross, so that the red lines means I'm perfectly centered. So right now I'm perfectly centered vertically and horizontally. I'm going to let go, and I have both of them the same color. I'm going to go ahead and change that to where now I have a bronze edge and then a white edge. One quick note that I want to do is I want to get this all the way up close to the corner, and I'll explain why in a little bit. So I'll hit Control A. It's going to select both circles, and I'm going to move not quite on the edge, but pretty close to the edge. What I will have here is I'm going to come down to these gray shaded lines at the bottom, and I'm going to move in because I just want to cut out all the extra workspace to where I'm only working with my badge. Now I have my badge, and I want to go in and search for an image. So a lot of different ways you can do this. When you do a Google search, you want to make sure that you do a proper search. So I'm going to come in here. So one thing we want to do is when we go to images and we're searching for images, I'm going to go to my tools, and a couple things. I want to change to transparent background. So again, it has that gray and white checker back. And then I'm going to come to my usage rights. So I want to go into my reuse and modification, or my reuse for non-commercial use. So this is going to limit considerably all the images I have. But we're practicing that good digital citizenship that we talk to students about. Now we want them to utilize. So I'll go through here and I'll pick out my favorite image. And one good deal is color means a lot, okay? Especially if we are going to distribute these digitally, we want to make sure that color is used in our images. I will come down and I'll find the best image that I can. Let's go with this one right here. So I'm going to come right click it, and then I'm going to save image as. and I'll title it reading. So now I'm going to come back into my badge. I'm going to insert my image. And this one unfortunately wasn't transparent, but not a big deal. I can adjust, resize it by just hitting on the corner. And again, I'm looking for my crosshairs, my vertical and horizontal red line, then to know that I'm perfectly horizontal. And after that, I'm going to insert a text box. And I'll put a text box over the top. And then I'll title it. The more creative your title is, the more interest there will be in the badges and the more excitement there will be for the students. So look up, do a Google search to help you come up with different ideas. If this is not your bag creative-wise, just adjust your location where you want it. Then you can go in and adjust your font, jazz it up, make it something that looks appealing so that students get excited when they see it. So I'll label it the badge name up here, and then I'm going to insert one more time, and we'll put a text box down here at the bottom. You're going to want to make sure that you have the same font, you bold it just like the top, and that you align it to the center. Again, I want to get my crosshairs, my lines, just make sure I'm lined up. Alright, so right now I'm done. And I'll just title it Reading Champ, Bronze Medal. So, what I can do is I have this one created now. I'm going to come in here, and once I have it created, I'm going to make a copy. I have that. I'll click in here. So this is where the benefit of having different levels comes in. I already have my badge created. Don't really want to make another badge if I don't have to. So I'm going to come and click this outside circle. I see that I'm on the right one. And now I'm going to change it to my silver medal. So I have my silver medal right here. So I have that. When I am done and I'm ready to start distributing these medals, okay, what I'm going to do is I will come in here and then I'm going to download it as either a JPEG or a PNG. Right now I'm going to select PNG, and it's going to drop it into my downloads on my computer. Open it up. Now I have a badge to distribute to my students. Hello, Robinson ISD. I'm here today to talk to you about how to distribute badges through Google Classroom. So once you're logged into your classroom, you're going to go in and select the class that has the student you're wanting to award the badges to. So I'm going to come into this class, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to, right here on my stream, I'll click on my stream, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to select the person that I want to distribute the badge to. So for this one, I'm going to send it to Willie Thomas. I'm going to hit add down here with the paperclip to add a file. I'm going to choose the location. So I have to already have my badges pre-made and ready to go. For now, it's going to be in my Google Drive. And then I'm going to navigate to where my badge is. So we'll go to my drive. Here, my badging superstar, and I want to make sure that I am selecting either a PNG or a JPEG file. I don't want to send my Google Draw files because these can be edited and changed. I just want to send the picture. So I'm going to click on that. I see that it's posted right here. I'm going to send a note. And then once it's done, I'm going to post it. And it will be in their feed. I see that I sent it to one student, and it tells me who I sent it to. That time was to Leslie Rowe. Come up here. That time was to Willie Thomas. Now, I can send it to as many students in that class as I want to. I selected one, but if I have 20 students, and I can choose to send it to 17. I just have to click the check boxes next to that student's name for who I want to send it to. Hello, Robinson ISD. I'm here today to talk to you about distributing badges through Schoology. So when I'm in the appropriate course that has the students I want to distribute my badge, what I will do is I will come down here on the side and I will locate badges. It has a little star next to it. I'm going to click on this icon. And as you see, I've got a lot of different badges already put into this particular course. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to where it says Add Badges, and I have a few different choices. First, I can just choose the pre-made Schoology badge. So Schoology already has some badges preloaded that I can incorporate in this. Another thing I can do is I can go in and create a new badge. So for this particular one, you have 3 different images. You can title it. So I'm going to title this My Badging Superstar, and I'm going to leave it as a circle. I'll put a short description. Alright, once I'm done, so for me, I like to do them in levels of bronze, silver, and gold. Bronze being lowest, gold being the best. I'm titling this my bronze badging superstar, so I'm going to choose the orangey color closest to that. Then I'm going to choose my file for which to attach it to. So from here, I'll need to navigate to my drive. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to look for a JPEG or a PNG. Be sure that you've already downloaded this as an image for this to work. Okay, I had mine as a circle, so it should fit rather nicely in with this circle. Okay, it's not perfect. I don't see everything, but I mainly see the image, which will work. All right, I'm going to hit submit. So now I've got my badge uploaded into Schoology. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to award it to the teachers that attended my training or the teachers that I'm going to award it to. So I will go through and I will give a check mark to each of these individuals. Okay, so once I did that, I'm done. Nothing else needs to be done. What will happen to the students is the students will receive a notification, or if they even go into their profiles, in their profiles over here, there will be a list of badges, and they can see all of the badges that they've been awarded through your class and through other classes. So that is how to distribute badges through Schoology. Have a great day, and please let us know if you have any questions.